And let me just say this too, because I'm gonna get on Ashanti, but I want to say this too about Tia Mowry. We'll probably talk about her another time or later. You got women out here, man, who they wonder why men don't want to get married. They wonder why men would prefer to just date. Because as soon as you marry one of these women, they have one foot in and one foot out. That's why you see the majority of women file for divorce. They be playing games. What's good, Nick? What's good, Eric? Gerald, what's up? These women play so many games. What's good, Matthew? Make sure y'all like the stream, man. These women play so many games. They practically beg these men to marry them. They give these men ultimatums. Y'all got to understand something. With a lot of these women who are now getting divorces, breaking up from their relationships, they give the men that they're with ultimatums for marriage. So these men feel stuck, like they don't want to stop dating her, but they're like, all right, fine, I'll marry you. But guess who's getting a divorce? It's her. It ain't him. Women want all the leverage in their situations. They know by marrying they have leverage. Women would never marry if they didn't have leverage. Now let me get to Ashanti. Now this video of Ashanti was on her is on her Instagram along with some other pictures. And there's a lot of people praising this video. This video went viral. Let's check it out. This is her walking. And this went viral. And there was a Twitter poster that went viral, and he talked about how Ashanti was attractive looking, was good looking, but she's still single. And that's the thing for a lot of these women like her. No matter how good they look, they're all single. They all don't have a man. Because you got to understand at some point, the attention of men is going to move on. A lot of these women really believe that they're going to be attractive forever. They think that they're going to have their looks forever. They really think they're going to have the same amount of attention from men forever. And that's just not how it works. That's the delusion that a lot of women have built up. So you got women in their 40s, 50s, even in their 60s, thinking that they're going to be able to get back in these streets. I mean, hell, look at Madonna. She's in her early 60s out here wilding out in these streets. Cher is out here dating 30-something-year-old dudes. All these women are in these streets trying to compete with other women, trying to date the same men these women are dating. The dating market has become a cesspool. Just some of anybody is in it. So I want people to understand, no matter how good a woman looks, if you don't have the qualities of a girlfriend, I can see your relationships not failing. If you look at Ashanti, now again, I have nothing against Ashanti, but she hasn't been in a long-term relationship since Nelly. Nelly was like the last guy that she was actually in a long-term relationship with. But after Nelly, she just been, traveling and doing all these different things, I've heard rumors of some people, but I cannot confirm nor deny, because I know how people are. They're not dating, Jay. That's the first thing they'll say. They're not dating, Jay. Well, how do you know? Just like I put that video up today about, Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny. Somebody saying, it's not official, Jay. Okay, sure. People assuming she just might be private. Wasn't she just dating a white man and someone exposed it? When did that happen? Are you talking about when they went to that vacation? She took that picture with that guy. She claimed that guy she just ate at his restaurant, which I half believe that. I don't know. I think that guy flew her out, but you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's like, there's a lot going on out here that we don't know. I've heard that, Ashanti has taken Dubai trips. She's been to Dubai a lot. We only know there's only one reason why a lot of these women would be in Dubai as much. And Ashanti actually was in Dubai a lot a couple years ago. She hasn't gone as much recently because, her career has kind of picked up after the pandemic. But before the pandemic, she was out there in Dubai, and it ain't cheap to live out there. And she was spending long, extended amount of time there. And what I want, and as soon as like the pandemic was, all of a sudden she's blew up all of a sudden. Ashanti went from just, whatever to now all of a sudden she's everywhere. All right. So I do believe that she might be okay with where her life is, good where her life is, but all these women want something. A lot of these women want somebody solid. It was rumored that her and Nelly, I truly believe her and Nelly might be hooking up here and there. They're exes. Exes hook up with each other all the time. But a lot of these women, y'all got to understand something. A lot of these women want a man. They just can't keep one. That's why they have to be private about their interactions. Why? It's because they're embarrassed by the guy that they're dating. Probably because he has a wife. You know what I'm saying? Probably has a girlfriend. But I'm telling you right now, a lot of time when these women take these Dubai trips, they're never the same. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to insinuate anything, but I'm just saying. If you do the research and look up some things, you know what I'm saying, what you'll find is a lot of these women, once they start going out there for money, it's a wrap for them mentally, right? Black China was doing it. Black China was taking trips up there to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? Taking trips, and this is where we at. A lot of these women have basically, they care more about getting fame and getting that easy money. Like women who get OnlyFans. Like you got women that go out here and get OnlyFans and they wonder why they can't have a functional relationship. The only type of dude that's going to accept this woman doing, again, I'm indifferent to it. I don't care. You do what you do. But you got women complaining. They're openly complaining about it. It's not like I'm just getting on them. No, you have women complaining about how their dating life sucks because they do OnlyFans. I'm not saying that they're saying it. And what I'm saying is there are men out here who have self-esteem in themselves. They're not desperate for women. They're not going to accept you doing that. That's just how it is. Right? So when you look at Ashanti, like, we don't really know where she is mentally when it comes to relationships. Maybe she's at a point to where she doesn't care about it, but at some point she will. I just don't want her to become one of these bitter women that you see complaining about it's the men's fault, because that's what I see a lot. I see a lot of women complaining about how it's men's fault why they're single. No, it's your fault because you're out here in these streets. Okay, you're out here. You're thirst trapping. You're looking for male attention. You wake up every day. You're looking for male attention. When you go to sleep, you're looking for male attention. And it's like nonstop. The attention of one man ain't enough for you. That's why you got women out here getting BBLs. A one man's attention ain't enough. They need more. Need more. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of these women have a hole in their soul. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. They have a hole in their soul. And because they have a hole in their soul, it's difficult for them to be able to make connections. And a lot of them can't make connections because of the things that they have done to get to the point to where they're at. That's why you're seeing these women removing their face fillers and, removing their injections. They trying to go more and more natural. It's because they realize that all that just wasn't worth it because they don't have a man in their life that actually wants to be with them. They don't have the relationship and marriage. Women are romantics. Most women are romantics. They want that romanticized relationship, right? They want that romanticized relationship. And when they don't have it, they can't function right. And they'll do two things. They'll get bitter, or they'll try to change something about themselves. Look at what a lot of these women, you see a lot of these women are now, they going on these podcasts pretending like they understand men in the world when they really, they're single and they're trying to figure out why they can't keep a man. Look at all these women on these podcasts. These women that go on these shows, right? And they're trying to explain why their life is the way it is. They trying to tell you what their life is, and they're trying to minimize their role and why they're unhappy with themselves. Look at the bitter women on YouTube. These are a bunch of sexually suppressed, repressed heifers who are lonely, right? Now, maybe that's not Ashanti. She's not lonely, right? You know, but at some point that changes, because right now she's in her early 40s. Maybe she doesn't feel it now, but at some point she will, you know?